happy Women's Day. And
on account of corona pandemic, we could not arrange any formal assembly of employees to celebrate International Women's Day. However, this spirit to go down, we are organizing this event virtually. On behalf of LTR and my own behalf, I once again warmly welcome all the members of LNT Realty family to this August occasion and celebration. Setting the agenda for the day, we shall have the pleasure of listening from Dr. Anchal Gehi on constructive affirmation. My special welcome is to Dr. Anchal Gehi, renowned psychiatrist for this occasion. At our request, she has kindly consented to be a part of the celebration and brief us about positive affirmation for the benefit of all. So let's hear from her, Dr. Anchal Gehi. The platform is all yours now.
Thank you so much for inviting me and giving me this opportunity to connect with the people that you work with. And what I hope to offer today and what Serefe hopes to offer today is something that will help you in your career and your professional life. So good afternoon, everybody. My name is Anchal Gehi, and a very happy Women's Day to all the lovely women present here. You're very lovely and you're very independent. So Serefe has decided to come up with this workshop on constructive affirmations to celebrate your independence and also to help you in your journeys along the way and to be the best that you can be at your work and at home. All right. So before I get on to the workshop, I would like to give a little bit of an introduction about Serefe. So Serefe is a mental health organization and it is... Hello? Is everyone able to hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, all right, Sonali. Thank you. Yes, all right. So yes, Serefe is a mental health organization and we at Serefe are committed to eradicating the stigma that is associated with mental health. So we try to create a safe and non-judgmental space for people to express the difficulties that may be having in life. And using clinically approved methods and research-based methods, we help our clients to overcome any kind of issues that they may be having and to cope with difficult emotions and, to save you from depression or anxiety, or if you may be feeling any kind of difficult emotions, Serefe is there to help you out. Okay, so yes, that's about Serefe and a little bit about me. My name is Anchal Gehi and I'm a psychotherapist and a creative arts therapist. I use mediums such as music, art, movement to help people cope with anxiety, depression, or any other mental health related issues that they may have. I've been working Serefe since 2020, and today I've had this wonderful opportunity to present to you this amazing workshop on how you can create and use affirmations in your life to help you better. All right, so I'm just going to share my screen. So I hope everybody is able to see my slides. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So what I would like to begin with is this quote that we do not need magic to transform our world. We carry all the power we need inside ourselves already. So oftentimes, we look outside for support. And what we're going to do in this workshop is try to look inwards for all the support and encouragement that we need. So sometimes when we need validation from our loved ones, they may be busy or they may not be able to understand the issue that we're going through as much as we can understand our own selves. So the purpose of this workshop is to help you look inwards and to transform your inner world. And once you do that, the world outside you transforms. So this is going to be the foundation of this workshop. All right. Okay. So now I'm going to begin with what are affirmations. So I'm sure everybody has heard this word and everybody may have even tried it at some point in their life. But today what we're going to do with this workshop is we're going to intentionally use certain techniques so that affirmations can help you better. So affirmations are positive statements. They're deeply rooted in positive psychology, where we try to look at the positive in everything. So there is this very famous quote from positive psychology which says that even if you stumble, you're still moving forward. So we're still trying to look at the good in every situation. So what affirmations does is that it doesn't take away your problem. What it does is it helps you cope with whatever is to come. So they are positive statements and they provide emotional support and encouragement. Like I was saying, that oftentimes from the outside world, we can't get the kind of emotional support and encouragement or validation that we need. So we have to look inwards. And affirmations are a good way to talk to ourselves, the way we would comfort a friend or the way we would talk to a loved one. That's the same way that we use affirmations for ourselves. So it is the assertion that something exists and is true. So which means that affirmations is something that you believe exists and is true. And it can also help you with good communication skills. So I'll give you a very good example. So a lot of times we say, hey, don't forget to do this assignment, or don't forget to bring this piece of paper or this document tomorrow. And that, tends to make the listener forget all the more, because the brain does not, look at the word don't. It focuses on the word forget. So therefore, the other person is bound to forget to bring the document or whatever it is the next day. Instead, we can try and use our statements such as, remember to bring this document the next day. So then that is an affirmation. You're reminding the other person that they have the capability also to remember and get the document the next day. So what we're going to focus on throughout this workshop is moving away from all of these negative words such as don't or forget, and we're going to try and reframe our sentences using positive words, and these are going to be statements that can help us. Okay, so why are affirmations important for mental health? So they are important because affirmations are self-soothing. So sometimes we're going through a difficult situation, or there is just so much work, right? And we're not able to deal with everything. And we also don't sometimes have the time to talk to other people. So you can use affirmations to self-soothe. So this is your way of talking to yourself and trying to calm yourself down and be your own friend. So you're supporting yourself through difficult situations and emotions. So you're helping yourself out. You're helping your emotions be regulated. You're accepting the difficult emotions that you're feeling, and you're also reminding yourself of the strength that you have within to overcome the difficult situation. It is an aspect of self-love. So many times we feel like, oh, I'm never going to complete this assignment on time, or I'm never going to get that promotion I want. So, we don't even think that we're using affirmations, but so many times we use negative affirmations that are filled with self-doubt, and that is not a part of self-love. When we're talking to ourselves negatively, that is not self-love, right? When we love someone, we talk to them with a lot of love, and the same way when we're looking at self-love, we have to look at the way we talk and have a conversation with ourselves. And what affirmations can help with, it instills belief in yourself. So whatever strengths that you have, it can help you instill belief in them. So you may know on the surface that you're confident, but then even when it comes to a situation, you're not able to display that confidence because it is not entirely believed by you. You don't entirely believe that you're confident. So what affirmations can do is it can help you get this belief onto a more unconscious level, so that your actions are driven around this belief. Okay. So one example of an affirmation would be, I am confident in my own abilities. So we're using the present tense, and it is a positive statement. We're affirming our own abilities, right? Okay. So now how can affirmations impact your career and profession? So now, because you're talking to yourself positively, you're in good mental health. And because you're in good mental health, you're able to function more. You're able to do and fulfill all the roles that you may have at work well. So talking to yourself can also increase your morale and help you align yourself with your purpose. So affirmations can really help you get on with your day or your routine. And if you're feeling overwhelmed at work, affirmations can help you soothe and relax that anxiety. And we're going to learn more on how we can do that. But yes, it can really help you develop your career and profession if you just start talking well to yourself. So it is very lightly taken. Yes, self-love means, okay, taking a nice salt water bath, or self-love would mean buying ourselves something nice or hanging out with friends. And oftentimes we forget the most important aspect of self-love, which is it's not just about treating ourselves, how we talk to ourselves. So affirmations can help you build more consciousness as well, to become more conscious of the kind of thoughts that you're thinking. So I would request everybody now, when you're going on with your day after this workshop, to become more conscious of your thoughts and see how many times are you affirming yourself negatively or using negative self-affirmation, which is filled with doubt, and that is stopping you from moving forward in achieving your goals or moving forward in your career and profession. So when we're talking about a confident person is not someone who is not afraid or who doesn't feel nervous, but a confident person is someone who knows that this nervousness cannot overcome him, or he cannot be succumbed to this nervousness. He knows that there is a part of him that has this ability to do or achieve whatever goal it needs to. So yes, affirmations are very important for your career and profession, and that's why I'm here to present this workshop, and Serefe decided to do this workshop on affirmations so that you can use it in your professional life as well as personal life. The techniques that you learn here can be used in your personal life as well, and for your holistic development, so that you can be the best version of yourself. Okay, so now we're going to talk about how to use affirmations. So we use affirmations when we're stressed, okay, and we can use affirmations before getting ready for a big day. So now affirmations are positive statements, like I said. So now when you're feeling stressed or when you're feeling low about yourself, you can use affirmations to cope with the situation. So what happens with the affirmation is that you're acknowledging that there is a difficult situation. You're acknowledging that you may be going through a difficult emotion because of the situation, and it helps you be gentle on yourself. So therefore, it reduces the amount of stress that you may be going through. And before getting ready for a big day, so let's say you have a presentation or you have a big meeting or you're pitching a big proposal, so then you can use affirmations to get ready for that. So you can stand in front of the mirror and you can use the affirmations necessary, such as I am confident, I am bold, I am knowledgeable. And these affirmations can help you really build that confidence or boost your morale before you go for your presentation or your meeting. So now how we use affirmations is that we need to develop a routine. Most times we think that affirmations are not working because we haven't set our goals right. So now what we need to first do, we want to do the affirmations for ourselves. Do we want to do it in the morning when we wake up, or do we want to do it before bedtime, or do we want to do it when we're stressed out? Or we have to decide according to our own needs when we need to use the affirmations. But if you're definitely trying to build a practice, then it is important that you choose one time, maybe say before bedtime or before or when you wake up in the morning. That's when you're going to use affirmations. And yes, affirmations are there to help you build your motivation and, like I said, align you to your purpose. So this motivation is sometimes which is not always there. So we need to struggle to find motivation, even though we know this is the thing that we have to do. We're not always up to the mark. We can be stressed because of many, many things that may be happening outside work as well. It could be relationship issues. It could be personal issues that we may be facing. It could be any kind of issues related to law, right? So this is when, you can use affirmations to get through the situations. Okay. So now we're going to talk about why affirmations may not work. So oftentimes as a therapist, I see that clients come to me and say, I've tried affirmations, but it did not work for me. And I say this to myself too many times, but I don't think it's actually true, or I don't really believe in it. So why affirmations are not actually working is because you don't want it to be true. When, let's take, for example, I say, I am confident. Okay, so now if I don't entirely believe that I'm confident and then I feel like I'm lying to myself, then this affirmation is not going to work for me. So I am confident is not going to work. So now I need to see, why am I feeling underconfident? Is it because I haven't prepared entirely? Is it because I'm doing this for the first time? Is it because I'm not sure what are the kind of people that are going to be present, or I haven't exactly explored my own capabilities, so I don't know. So this is when we're going to use affirmations and dig into those aspects, where we're going to look into how affirmations, how it's okay that you don't know some things, or how it's okay that this is the first time that you're trying out something new, and it's okay to be gentle on yourself. So we're going to work through certain core issues, deeper psychological issues that may be present that are not helping these affirmations work for you. And oftentimes people also feel that self-love is being selfish, or it is being egoistic. But that is not actually the case. When you fill yourself with self-love, you're able to support somebody else also. You're able to fill another person up also. You're able to encourage another person. So it is absolutely not selfish to self-love. Only when you have filled your own cup can you give from it. You can't give from an empty cup, as we say. So it is not selfish. It is not egoistic. So yes, we need to work on affirmations, and the way we support our friends, it is absolutely necessary to support ourselves in the same manner. Okay. So yes, if you ever feel, or if you have ever felt that, oh, you're not being humble or you're not being modest when you're using affirmations, then you have to remind yourself that you're deserving of any of those terms that you're using in your affirmations, that you're deserving to be loved. It is not egoistic if you want to be loved. It's not selfish if you want to be loved. Okay, so we're going. So you have to focus on the deeper psychological issues that may be stopping you from believing why that affirmation is not working. Okay, and what also happens is that we get too focused on the results. So what happens is there is a difference between goals and intention. So an intention may be that I want to achieve this goal, whereas a goal is the end result. And you need to enjoy what you're doing also. If we're focused too much on the result and we're not enjoying what we're doing, therefore it just means that we're not giving our 100%. And the result is not going to be as we like. So why sometimes an affirmation may not work is because you're focused too much on the result and not enjoying what you're doing. So you have to enjoy the whole process of being nervous and then overcoming it and then being confident. So it is a whole process where you have to accept all your feelings. You can't deny them. Only once you accept each feeling can you move on to the next part. So let's not be too focused on the results, and let's enjoy what we're doing now and have some faith that the results will come to us. Okay, so as they say that faith without works is dead. So you need to take some action, right, to have the end result that you want. And while you're taking that action, you need to enjoy it. You need to love it. And that is really important for your mental health. If you're doing something that you don't like, and then you're focused on the results, there is a high chance you're not going to function well, and your mental health is going to be depleted. And you're not even going to get the results that you want. So we're not going to focus too much on results. And if an affirmation is not working for you, you need to look into why it's not working for you. Okay, so here is just a little meme just to make everybody laugh, which says, here's a positive affirmation and a picture of a burnt pizza. And like I said, everybody says, I tried affirmations and they didn't work. So what this person, maybe who got his pizza burnt, would have done is he would have woken up, he would have read quickly through 50 affirmations. So therefore, the total amount of time that he would have invested in each affirmation is maybe only 5 minutes, okay? And maybe he's only investing 5 minutes in total. And there are 50 affirmations. So yeah, that's very little time per affirmation. And that's probably why it didn't work. And then what happens is that we think that we're going to choose this one affirmation and we're going to spend these 10 minutes using these affirmations, but spend the rest of the 16 hours of your waking day telling yourself 5,000 times in one way or another what a loser you are, how you're surrounded by losers, and how miserable your life is, right? So this is one way that we're negatively affirming ourselves, whether we are conscious of it or not. It happens even if this thought strikes us once, it awakens our unconscious and it gets us into this loop of insecurity, of self-hate, and we need to stop that loop. And therefore, to be able to do that, we need to be conscious of how are we spending our waking time, thinking what are we telling ourselves, right? We're not going to use words like loser. We're not going to compare ourselves to someone else, and we're not going to think about how miserable our life is. Positive psychology is going to say, think about, if your life is miserable, then how can you make it better? Right? So because we have to go on, life goes on, and we cannot be stuck being miserable, being hating ourselves. And it is a time of empowerment, and everybody is supposed to empower themselves so that they can empower the world around them and create some change in society. So we cannot sit and say, oh, why did this happen to me? We need to look at the situation, say, how can I overcome this? Or what do I need to do to prevent this? Or how can I make this better? What is this situation trying to teach me? Right? Challenges are always there to teach us something. So positive affirmations can really help you get over this negative self-talk that you may be having, even consciously. So if you put in practice, saying one affirmation that you create for yourself according to your need, even if you spend, say, 5 minutes using that one affirmation and spend the rest of your day not saying any other negative affirmations, that also is an achievement that can also help your unconscious mind practice and actually believe that this is true for me, and then you can function according to that manner. Okay, so now we're going to learn how to construct our own affirmations. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick a problem or an issue or a situation that we would like to work on. So then there are many problems, right, in our life. We cannot work on all of them together. So we have to see which is the main issue. And sometimes you main issue, but then it will be rooted in some other deeper psychological issue. And if you're not able to figure out what exactly the problem is, then it is definitely better to get help, to seek professional help from a therapist or a psychotherapist. Right? So you need to pick a problem to be able to create your affirmation, because we have to be specific. We need to tackle that problem itself. All statements must be positive. So because it's positive psychology, all statements have to be positive. So we cannot use words like don't, can't, won't, no. Okay, for example, I am not insecure, right? So like I said, the mind only focuses on the word insecure, and therefore it develops this insecurity in you. It also reminds you that somewhere you are insecure. I am not insecure. I am not insecure. Means it's reminding you that somewhere you have been insecure or you are insecure, and therefore you need this affirmation that I am not insecure. But if you're secure and you know it and you're trying to remind yourself of it, then you're going to say, I am secure. This is going to help your mind focus on the word secure and help you build the security yourself. You're not reminded of your insecurity. You're reminded of your security, and therefore your focus shifts to what makes you feel safe within. How can you find some security within and in your situation or in your job or whatever else it may be. So we have to look at the problem in a, it's not an easy task. So affirmations, creating your own affirmations is an art and can take practice. So what we're going to try and do next when we are going to do the activity is that we're going to try and create our own positive statements. So yes. So here are some words that I would like you all to have a look at and just see how positive these words are, where we're moving away from any kind of negative word, like say forgetful, like I said. So we're going to say I am mindful instead. And that is a more beautiful way of looking at yourself, of being gentle with yourself and allowing that humanness that yes, you may forget sometimes, but you're doing your best to be mindful. And just that switch in perspective can really help you move so much, so forward in your career or in your personal life, because you're so secure in yourself. You don't need anyone else to validate you. You're radiating self-love, and that you're going to have a lot of fun also in the process. So yes, have a look at these words: unlimited, uplifting, joyful, radiant, like I said. cheerful, calm. So you can use this list according to the kind of mood that you may be having. For example, calm. Maybe there is a stressful situation going on. Maybe you have identified a trigger. Maybe you know that this trigger is something that is going to put you in a state of uncalm. So you have to remind yourself that you are calm, that it is an intricate quality within you, and by staying calm, you can deal with the situation better. I am comfortable. When you're feeling insecure, or you're feeling uncomfortable around a group of people, or you're feeling like you're being judged, and you feel like there are too many eyes on you, so that can make you uncomfortable. So you can use the affirmation, I am comfortable. But we also have to see if that will work or not. If this discomfort is coming because you may have some social anxiety, or because you don't think well of yourself, right? And that is why you're not being able to function in that social environment, then we need to tackle that aspect, and we need to look into why we're uncomfortable first. Okay, and then we're going to build our affirmations. So till we don't work on the root cause of the problem, we're not going to be able to feel confident. We need to realize, why are we feeling unconfident? Why am I not feeling calm? Why am I not feeling happy? Right? Or why am I not relaxed or feeling emotionally free? So using affirmations, what is going to happen is you're going to start feeling more emotionally free. You're going to accept the emotions that you may be having, and you're going to get to the root of the issue. You're going to be gentle with yourself. You're going to realize where is your behavior stemming from. And that is really going to help you be focused, or get to the task that you really want to achieve.